Hey everybody. I got a message that asks about my patch collecting and so on. So I thought I'd just bring out some patches here. Obviously I have more patches, but you can't just drag everything out because they're not all done yet. So what I do is I decided to go ahead and put hook Velcro on the back of all of my patches, and I've been just kind of doing that slowly. Takes me time because I gotta outline each patch, cut it out, adhesive and all that. And if you're looking for adhesive to go ahead and attach hook type Velcro to the back of your patches, I've been using this industrial clear, basically it's a type of silicone industrial strength adhesive. I've been using this for a number of years to attach patches rather than trying to sew them on, because it's a hook type thing, and I don't have an industrial sewing machine to really deal with that. Being able to really just an industrial sewing machine, in other words, is just going to be able to crank down on a thread. You're going to be able to use heavier thread, and so on, right? So I don't have that capability, so I use this adhesive. Never had a patch come loose ever. Sometimes I get stickers too from companies. Generally, I'll put stickers on something like, these Ovaltine containers. So, which I will generally just put stuff in. I might pack it in a pulk, right? So, got bags on a pulk. This is a Boreal Mountain Anorax there. That's actually on the inside of this container because it was designed for a car window. But I'm not going to put that in a car window, so I stuck it on the inside of this clear Ovaltine container. There's tops, obviously. Helco work. So of all your modern axes and hatchets, I recommend Helco work. I did a series on axes and hatchets a while back. Darn Tough socks. Obviously, I've got a lot of Darn Tough socks. I've got maybe 12 or 15 pair of mountaineering and socks. So, and on the top there, Frog Lube. Get a sticker from them. And just kind of go over these stickers a little bit here. And then let's just move on to the patches. So, on this one, I've got another Darn Tough. I've got jet sled. So that's the type of pulk that I use. My sled, right? So Chappelle jet sled. Mine's in camo. And then I've got a couple other stickers. I have a Brenier of Norway sticker. And I've got Karamat Wilderness Ways. That's Morse Kahansky's. That was Morse Kahansky's school. So I've got stickers from them. One of my friends and subscribers to the channel gave me this. This was from USA Made Blade. It's got Bigfoot on it. So I guess we're going to go into some other stuff besides patches. So he's holding a TM Hunt M18, which I don't own. But Bigfoot's holding one. USA Made Blade guy, he's into Bigfoot stuff too. I've got some Bigfoot patches here. Let me get those. They're on a pack. Alright, so they're on this THE pack, which is made by Spec Ops out of Texas. So as you can see, Forest Service, Bigfoot Department, and I got Bigfoot Certified Tracker there, and I got Cryptozoology Tracking Society, Sasquatch. So this is just kind of fun. You can go out day hiking, as I've told people before. You put stuff on like this on your coat or your jacket or on your pack, and you get these older folks that are in the Audubon Society out there with their glass, glassing around looking for birds and whatnot, and they see those patches. Bigfoot? Yeah. It just makes for a fun encounter when they see the Bigfoot patches, right? Personally, I think that Bigfoot is totally plausible, because as you guys know, I did see a werewolf. Talked about it, it's in the videos. So if you have not watched that video, go watch it. Alright, so what we got here? Got National Geographic Society, Incorporated, AD 1888. So we got that one. Karamat Wilderness Ways, that's Morse Kahansky, and that was taken over by his students up there in Canada. And great bunch of guys up there. So if you're up in that area, northern U.S. and in that area of Canada, I definitely recommend that you hook up with those guys. Incidentally, Karamat is tamarack spelled backwards. So the tamarack trees up in the far north, they grow extremely slow. This is just a little bit of info for you. They grow super slow. So if you see a small tamarack tree, just try not to cut down anything live at all. But let's say you see a tamarack tree that is downed and it's dead, and you're going to use it for firewood. If you cut it, look at the rings. So you could have a small tree like this, could be 500 years old, yeah. And why is that? Because up there the ground never really thaws, okay? Alright, let's move on. This patch here is 100th anniversary of the South Pole, first to the South Pole, I might add, Roald Amundsen, okay, from Norway. So I really have always been a fan of his because he studied all of the ways of the Inuit before he went. That's why he won. Okay, that's why he won. And this is in the shape of a sextant, okay? Because they didn't have GPS, right? They didn't have GPS. So they had a sextant and compasses, right? And they had mathematical knowledge to do all that, to chart that out. And they ended up actually boxing, doing a reconnaissance of the whole area and boxing everything so that they would make sure that they did make the South Pole. So they did all that. They set up, there's a little tent there with pennants on the top saying, "Yay me, I got here first," right? So anyway, Amundsen left a couple of letters for Scott in there. They ended up finding them on Scott's body later. So that's like double proof, right? That he was there first. Yeah. So this is 2011, 100 years commemorative patch. So over here, let me just start with this one. And these are not all my patches. I got more patches. This is just what I brought out that's kind of like easily accessible. So, got old Boy Scout patches. Got Boy Scout, tenderfoot, second class, first class. And the thing about the Boy Scouts is that years ago, first class was the top. Was an eagle. And I'm not, I'm talking way back here. There was no Star Scout, and there was no Life Scout, there was no Eagle Scout for the longest time. And then they made Eagle Scout, and then they said, oh, we need something to bridge that. So they made Star Scout and Life Scout to bridge that gap. But all of your outdoor skills were acquired by the time you make it to first class. So first class is the last of your outdoor skills training in Boy Scouts. After that, it's all, do a community project, blah blah blah, all that stuff, right? So nothing wrong with that, but I was kind of in it for, doing going camping and backpacking and all that stuff, learning outdoor skills. So, and of course you do learn leadership, and so on. These are just different park patches I picked up here and there. Down in Texas there, this is a very wild area called Big Bend. There's a little state park down in the center of Texas area, natural area, Lost Maples, very beautiful place. This is Mount Washington Observatory. Highest wind ever recorded, 230 mile an hour or something like that. Been to the top of Mount Washington several times. Yeah. And Limmer and Sons boots. If you're serious about your boots, Limmer and Sons makes awesome boots for the outdoors. Now, this is just a Smokey the Bear, prevent forest fires, and I just got this Woodsy Owl one. It says lend a hand, care for the land. So we should all be conscious about the land when we're outdoors, right? I've always been conscious of the land, and I've also they teach that in the Boy Scouts. That's why whenever I see issues, outdoor issues, I always say, well, maybe they should go pick up a Boy Scout handbook, because it covers all that in there. That's just basic stuff that your average outdoor person, male or female, doesn't matter. Basic stuff in those old books that people should know before they even take 1 foot into the wilderness. Before you even take 1 foot, you should have some just basic knowledge. Right? Got about a minute left here. So then I got tops, knives, and Brigney patches. There's their expedition patch. It talks about they've supported all expeditions, throughout the years. Everest, in the Sahara, and I can't read that. My eyes too bad. North Pole, South Pole, all that good stuff, right? 7 Seas, and then this is a Edelweiss patch, which I got from Limmer. Limmer gave me these 3 patches. This Edelweiss. This is The Thing. Okay, where from the movie The Thing, where they find the alien spacecraft, right? So, and then KOA is a throwback from the 70s. KOA if we were on a little road trip or whatnot, rather than a hotel motel, just stop at the KOA and throw up a tent, stay the night, next day bye. Alright, come back in another video. See you there.